This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning and welcome to INC Radio, Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. I am Elisa Mojica, and we have our co-host and guest.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm Nidel Ibarra, and good morning to everybody. I hope everyone's feeling super warm and cozy at home or maybe out eating. Who knows? Let us know. And who else do we have?
Hello, everyone. My name is Sister Anne Marie Gonzalez from the local Temple Hills. So excited to be here today.
Good morning, good morning. And I'd also like to greet those in the chat. We have Sister Anne Marie in the chat and on air. We
I
have
know her.
Sister Lay S, Sister Galarpe, Brother Jaster, Brother Marvin, Brother Lionel, Sister Lan, Brother Mario, Sister Allison, Brother Ace, and Sister Clofi Boblete. And we are here to catch up with one another. And if you want to know what I mean by that, stay tuned for our discussion today. Okay, so let's go on to our first segment, which is the icebreaker. You always gotta love the icebreaker. So this one, we will be showing a photo and you will guess the phrase. Let's check out the first one. And I want to see if our chat has answers for these before our panel tells us their answer, because our panel is pretty quick with it. So I kind of want to give our chat a chance. But for this one, do you guys have a clue what it is?
A little bit.
I
think you overestimate my knowledge, Sister. I'm not that quick.
Sister Anne is so modest, as she always is. So for those who are listening through radio, we have a two words here. It says in capital letters noon, and the second word is good, and they're right next to each other.
Okay, we have Brother Lionel said noon is good, thumbs up. And Brother Mario, he said good noon. And Brother Marvin and Sister Alexis got their answer, but it is correct. Let's see if our panel is correct, though.
Okay. Go ahead, Anne. Sister Anne.
Good afternoon.
Correct. Ding, 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 ding,
Yay! You win $1 million.
Whoa.
Okay, let's check out the other one. And then Brother Gisser was like, noon before good together. Okay. And this one. Let's see. Let's have a Sister Nidel. Let's have Nidel describe it for those listening.
Okay, so what we have here is the word stand, STAND, and it's sideways, right next to the word me, ME.
It's literally standing. The word stand is standing.
Yeah.
Any
I might know the answer.
Oh, okay. What about Anne? Do you know the answer, you think?
Yeah. At first I was confused because I had to be like, why is it this way? But I think I got it.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Lionel. Lionel's just being wrong on purpose, I feel like. He said upstanding me. Okay. Okay, we have three correct answers from Sister Clofi, Sister Lizelle, and Sister Amelia Salazar. So if anyone wants to shout out their answer now.
Sister Nidel, you go this time.
Okay. I will say stand by me. Is that right?
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
$1
Okay,
million.
let's go to our last one. I'll have the panel answer this one, like once
Okay.
they get it, once they have an idea of what it is.
Okay, so what we're looking at right now is the letters T, E, I with a what do you call this? Like a don't sign,
Yes.
Canceled.
canceled sign on top of the letter I, and then after that is the letter A M. Oh, I think I got it. But I think Anne got it too.
Let's give it to
Oh,
Sister
okay.
Anne.
Hmm?
Let's give it
Together?
to Sister Anne. Or together.
Together?
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. There is no I in team.
Lion team.
Right. I love how you guys did it as a team because there is no I in team. Okay, there you go. There's our icebreaker. And shout out to who said it first. We have Sister Liza. She said the no I in team answer correctly. And we have the rest of the chat as well. Okay. So for our main discussion, for our very first broadcast of this year, we came together, us three, to write down our New Year goals for 2025, such as our goals in relationships, school, career, hobbies, and other daily routines. We will read what we wrote and see how we're doing with each one. Maybe we reached that goal, still working on it, forgot about it, or even decided to change it. But before we start, I actually want to ask if do you think these New Year resolutions work when you create them?
Um, I think I think it really depends. I think if you start it for and you keep doing it for 2 weeks, then yes. I think. How about you guys?
So as long as you're like consistent with it, you're saying, yeah,
I would say yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think that sometimes the thing that people struggle with New Year's resolutions is thinking that it's just gonna happen.
Mhm.
But like with any kind of goal, it always takes work and it might take the whole year, but that doesn't mean you're failing. Like it's just you're building it up step by step. So I think they work. If you really set your mind to it, that's what's important.
Yeah, I totally agree with the both of you. I feel like it's also really important to be realistic, not with the typical losing weight, getting good grades like straight A's, but you have to be realistic of what you really want to improve on as a person.
Right.
That's true. Like I feel like making it a New Year's resolution with New Year's resolutions, you have to make a small goal for the overall life goal, I think.
Hmm. Yes. So I actually have my journal that I created beginning of the year.
Wow.
So I'll start with the first one. So let's talk about relationships. So I said get closer to my friends.
Aww.
And I feel like I did. I feel like I was able to connect more with them, even though I could be friends with them for a couple years, a couple months. It's like I was able to get to know my friends personally, like their goals, maybe their what they uh what concerns them. So yeah.
Oh, I love that for you. And how about you, Sister Anne?
For are we just doing like relationship ones first?
Yes.
Okay. So I also had like maintaining friendships, but I also had being more conversational, like better at small talk and stuff like that. And I think I've done it, guys. I found the hack.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
I think I'm achieving my goal right now. And I think one thing I found is that to keep a conversation going, you really have to be the first to well, when you should be the first to approach someone, which is like what I try to be instead of like waiting for someone. And
Mhm.
also always asking questions because that's what drives the conversation forward. And it makes it more interesting when you show, your interest and sort of like poke at deeper answers. So I think that's a great way to really build your social skills if you're struggling because that's what's helped me so far.
Oh,
that's so
great.
awesome. Can I build off of you from
Of
that?
course.
So I want to say that I also had like the same goal as you was to I mean the overall big goal was to maintain like relationships, but also maintain conversations, like what you were saying. Like preventing saying "How are you" as like the first thing, because when you say "How are you" for the first thing, I feel like people are like, "Good, all right,
Yes.
see
End of
ya."
conversation. Yeah.
And I think it's like the whole like computer generalized answer. So I think being creative was what helped me. Like, okay, what can I say? What can I say? What can I say? I know at first it seems like ingenuine because you're like, okay, let me think of like a crazy question.
Mhm.
But yeah,
But I think,
I
oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was thinking that like when you think about it that much, it shows that you really want to like have a good conversation. Like you don't want it to end so fast. When you're
Hmm.
putting in the work beforehand, that is genuine. That's a
Hmm.
genuine
That's
place.
true.
What about for you, Nidel? What was your goal when it comes to
Oh,
it? Was it that you wrote that for?
hmm.
Okay, got
And
it.
I would say that it's going pretty well,
Mm.
especially in the work setting, which was my biggest goal.
Oh, that's good.
Because you know how people ideally would love to work and not let it feel like work. I
Mhm.
think that's why I wanted to build relationships in the work setting. So when I work, it's like I'm hanging out with friends and like, you know,
Hmm.
building a goal together every day. So it doesn't feel like work.
Hmm. Let's talk about the next one. So, career. For me, I wrote internships and a full-time job. Well, a new job. Still working on it. I'm not really that upset about it because I know I'm still working on trying to reach that goal. So as long as I feel like as long as you don't ignore that goal, you'll be good. Like just keep going. Keep praying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. So what things have motivated you to say, okay, I'm not gonna quit on this?
Ooh, my support system. I have a really great support system. I have great friends, I have great family members, and they're always just there to tell me your time will come. God knows. Your God knows what's best for you.
That's
Yeah.
true. When it comes to the objective things like getting a job, losing weight, all that, and building friendships, I think that having a devotional prayer for those things really like motivate you. And I mean, as long as you are bringing it up to God, I'm sure He always has our back. Like He
Mm-hmm.
knows what we want, but we have to ask and we have to work for it. That's what
Yeah,
makes things happen. So I'm
for
I'm
sure.
happy for you.
Oh, thank you. What about you? What did you write for your career part of the goal?
Oh, oh, be that employee I want to work with. And I would say, yes, I think I've met that goal. And
Oh.
um last this or yesterday was technically my last day of doing like speech therapy. So I caught up with all of my coworkers and we had a great conversation on like the recap of how we did. And I think I did really well. Like being on time is definitely something I need to work on with
Oh, yeah.
still. That's like a huge thing when it comes to like being a good coworker. But
Uh-huh.
other things like being flexible, um, hearing people out, and I think I did really well with those this year.
Oh, great. What about Sister Anne?
For career and like school and stuff, I did just graduate this past May, and I wanted to thank you, thank you. I wanted to graduate with a 3.0 GPA at least, and I didn't want to aim too high because I was like, maybe I won't even get 3.0. Like, it was a difficult semester, I'll be honest.
But at least you're
But
being realistic.
I was being realistic. I was like, I know where I am. I'm not gonna shoot too high, but I did it. I got a 3.0 when I graduated. I think I got a little bit higher than 3.0, so I even exceeded my own expectations. So that's really great.
Oh,
But
Oh,
yeah, and other than that, I'm still also since I'm post grad, I'm also still looking for work. But the journey so far has been really interesting. So
as long as that journey is taking you somewhere, as long as you're having fun, I think that's the best part of it as well.
of
now,
course, definitely.
and what would you say motivated you to keep maintaining your grades and not giving up on that?
it was weird because like I never really thought about GPA that much like as a student, and it just like I checked my grades at the end of the semester and I was like, oh, I actually did it. Like it wasn't really like in the forefront of my mind because I was just thinking I need to graduate, but whether wherever I am, as long as I graduate, that's great. So it was cool to see that I made it. I really achieved like two goals at once where I made it to graduation and I got at least a 3.0 GPA. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just working hard and not focusing too much on getting to that goal exactly, but I came to it naturally is sort of what I'm trying to get at. So yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
Would
And
you say? Oh, I'm so sorry. Last question for Anne, because the reason why I'm asking these things is because there are people who are deciding
yeah,
to
for
still go to
sure.
school, and I think I'm trying to get what's it called, advice from you too for the future. Um, would you say that you needed like an outside party, like friends, family, to help you reach that goal, or do you think that you did it all by yourself?
Um, I think that the support is important, but getting to that goal is sort of like an individual thing. I think it's definitely important to set aside time to recenter yourself if you're working really hard and, getting that support to sort of build you up so that you can go on your own. Cause like I'm kind of like a very like narrow-minded person. Like it's like, okay, I'm gonna be focused on this one thing, and other people are like, it feels like they're cheering me on from the sidelines, but help from all over and also giving yourself the space to breathe while you're in the thick
Mm,
of it, I think is what helped me.
wow, that's a great tip actually. And thanks, Nidel, for asking that because that's great advice. So let's put these last two together. So it was hobby and maybe improved and healthier routine. So let's start with Anne. What did you have for those two?
I had a lot of, excuse me, I had a lot of like creative things for hobbies, like learning how to play piano and doing more crafts. And then for routine, I wanted to do more fitness and sports. For the hobbies, I think during the semester it was kind of difficult for me to like find time for all of those. But now that I'm post grad, I have a lot more free time. And I think now is the time for me to get into those ones specifically. But for routine, I think this is one thing that I wanted to change about my goal is that saying more fitness was kind of really like vague. I'm like, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. But one fun thing that our district is doing is the walk and run, and that's lasting until October. And it's gotten me into like more walking and running and just like, like it's good exercise and it's not a lot of strenuous effort. So I think I wanted to change my goal for fitness to just be more specific a little bit. Like, oh, I'm gonna do it by doing this, that, and the walk and run has really helped because like I got new shoes for it. That's how dedicated.
Oh,
These
wow,
are
that's
good
great.
walking shoes. Like I'm ready to walk and run. So that's where I'm at so far with those kinds of goals.
Oh,
You know what? And I'm glad that you're doing that because now what would you advise someone like me who is still trying to walk regularly? I mean the activity is such a great idea, but how do you think I could
like
you
push
know,
yourself
Like
to
really
get
break into it.
yeah.
I struggle with it too, like keeping it a habit. I think really having it like at a regular time, like when you know that you can make time for it, or just making time for it in general, and sort of starting small. Like I just do like the 30 minutes like on the treadmill, like especially now it's so hot to walk
Mhm.
outside. So like finding any way to move is like I think the most important part. Like not thinking too hard as long as you're being consistent and really just you know doing it, making it work for how your schedule is. So like if you make that time for it and make it a habit, then you'll be able to build it up more and you get used to it, I think.
Mhm.
I like that. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Make more time for it. And something that Yvette, one of our other INC radio crew members, said before was make time work for you, not have work, not have not have you work for time, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. Like because not everyone, what's it called? I think I need some coffee. But not everyone works the same way with time. Like sometimes time might feel like too short for others, while it might feel like a lot of time for others. Um, but yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Mm, that
How
was
about you?
great. Oh, so mine was tennis. I haven't worked on that because of the heat, but I will say I will change that for the walk and run because I have been feeling motivated. As long as I'm moving, I feel good. And ever since our district has been working on it, I feel like I feel motivated because everyone's doing it. It's like even though you're not together physically, you're together working on that goal of bettering yourself and getting those steps in. And I said sleeping early. I think I've been doing pretty good, but I still need to work a little bit more on it. Yeah. What about you, Nidal?
For me, it was um, working, I think working out more and cooking more. Now, for working out more, I would say yes, it is working out. I go to boxing, at least I try to go at least once a week, but I strive to do 2 times to 3 times because it can get really like fatigue on your body. And I think it's just so much fun. I've met so many people who are like-minded, who try to reach a goal. And then there's kids who are as young as maybe like 8 years old or 12 years
Oh,
old, and people as old as like 70, and they're more fit than I am. So I think going to a group fitness could help motivate others to make friends and to reach a goal together. And it
mhm.
boosts your mood. Like people are going there because they're having a bad day. And they're like, I know this is gonna make my day better. So
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's great.
Boxing is so cool. I wanted to do boxing too.
I
we should go
know.
Let me in, let me in.
It's so cool. Wow, that was this has been a great discussion. Maybe at the end of the year we can follow up with one another again. So let's see that. But we are wrapping up before we let you go. Anne, do you have any special greetings?
Yes, I want to greet my family here in the DMV and all over America and also in the Philippines. And I want to greet my home locale of Temple Hills, Maryland. Go Blue. Shout out to our district multimedia team and our district CBI team. Thank you guys for making things so fun and having a great space to perform duties with.
Nice, thank
yay.
you. And Nidel?
Like quick special greetings goes to my family, the Ibarra family. You guys are always my greatest supporters, and thank you so much to all the CFO district officers and to all the district ministers here as well. Thank you so much for your hard work.
Thank you. Thank you for those greetings. And we have some comments. So we have one question. What's been the hardest part about sticking to your goals? We have Alexis Mira. Hardest part about sticking to my goals is focus. It's so easy to get distracted. Yvette said, I like setting goals every quarter rather than just at the beginning of the year. Ooh, nice tip. We have Brother Ace. Hardest part of for me is accountability and consistency. I know what goals I want to complete, but don't hold myself accountable if I forget or fall off track. Amelia Salazar, the hardest part of sticking to a goal is often maintaining consistent effort and motivation, particularly when faced with challenges or setbacks. And the other question, is there a goal you want to change or add to your resolutions list? Marvin said, I want to add being able to cook at least 3 comfort Filipino dishes to my menu. Wow, those are great answers from our chat. And coming up next, we have New Jersey. And before we go, we'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to those that make it possible for their unstoppable support. We'd like to thank our INC Radio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to Brother Sidney R. Santos, our district supervising minister, Brother Richard Soterio, as our assistant district minister, our Brother Audric Dulay, our District CFO Overseer, Brother Tyler Worthen, our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Emmanuel Andaya, our Executive Producer, Brother Wally Taray, our Station Manager, our dedicated INC Radio Kuya Tex here and in the Philippines. We would like to greet our special thanks and greetings to Brother Angelo Eraño Vimanalo, our Deputy Executive Minister. We would like to give our special thanks to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ, for allowing us to have programs like today's show here on INC Radio. Thank you for tuning in and spending your part of the day with us. Until then, catch us again next week here on INC Radio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And a reminder, stay inspired, stay connected, and most of all, stay unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Bye,
Good morning,
everyone.
everyone.
Good morning. Good weekend.
Bye.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Mom.
Homework?
Kind of. It's a school project, and you have to present someone from LA we admire.
Celebrity time. Who's it gonna be? Actor, athlete?
You.
Cool.
Yeah. You work hard. You help out with everything around the house. You never complain. You just do what's right, even when no one's watching.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to. Just don't make me redo my project.
The world may celebrate stars, but the ones who shine brightest are not on screen. They're family. A message from INCRadio Los Angeles.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.